1 января
Moscow is blaming their own soldiers' cell phones for an airstrike that killed dozens of Russian servicemen this week. 89 soldiers were killed, making the New Year's strike the deadliest that Russia has acknowledged since the start of the war in Ukraine. The Kremlin is now blaming its own army for the attack.
It is already obvious that the main reason for what happened was the switching on and mass use by personnel, contrary to the ban in place, of mobile phones in a strike zone accessible to enemy weapons. This factor allowed the enemy to track and determine the coordinates of the soldiers' location for a missile strike.
The attack has angered pro-war commentators in Russia, who view much of the campaign as incompetent.
саме зараз той момент.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky made no mention of the attack in his video address, instead focusing on bolstering his country's defenses in anticipation of Russia launching a major offensive. Kyiv has been saying for weeks that Russia plans to order another mass conscription drive, but Moscow has dismissed calls for widespread recruitment so far. Vladimir Putin opting for a different show of force, sending a warship armed with hypersonic missiles into combat duty. The Admiral Gorshkov frigate will sail to the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. Russia's defense minister claims the ship's weapons can overcome any missile defense system and have a range of more than 1,000 kilometers. Moscow claims the main focus of the ship's mission is to support regional peace and stability, though other nations will likely consider it an act of aggression as the war with Ukraine nears the one-year mark. Brandon Choghri, City News.